Hi, I'm Suzanne.
And I'm Michelle. And welcome to Caribbean Kitchen 101.
We are business partners and we're sisters, and we've been cooking Caribbean food for a long time, and we've decided to show you guys some great new ways to use very traditional Caribbean ingredients in modern and different and interesting preparations, many of which we have used in our years in the food business.
And so today we're actually going to be working with pumpkin, and pumpkin is something that we eat a lot in Jamaica and I think throughout the Caribbean as well. And we served this soup in our restaurant. It was Cafe Bella's sherried pumpkin bisque with parmesan and chives.
So we start first with the tomatoes. Just rough chop them.
And over here I am chopping up some scallion, and I'm going to prep up some pumpkin that we're going to put in some stock to boil. And this can be really rough chop, you know, because it's going to be pureed, right, Sue?
Yeah, it's going to be blended out, so it doesn't need to be all neat and fancy.
And so then I'm going to chop up some onions here. And again, when you're rough chopping, the whole aim is just to kind of have it generally around the same size.
Ha! I beat you to it. You're so slow.
Look, man, I'm working with a lot more ingredients here. This is about 3 cloves of garlic that we're just slicing up.
Okay, we're gonna heat the pan. Add in your butter. Let that melt. We're gonna add and cook till soft. Garlic, the scallion and onions, and the tomatoes all together. Combine and let them cook down. You want to cook this right through, or it's not going to puree out and have the smoothness of consistency or the fullness of the flavor. You don't want any raw, uncooked flavor in there.
So here you go.
Ready for the pumpkin.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we're going to pour in our pumpkin. You're going to bring the pumpkin to a boil and let it cook through till it is actually soft and breaking apart. I would say you need about 15 minutes for both to cook completely, Michelle?
Yeah, about that.
About 15 minutes. It's not a long process. It's not a hard soup to do. When we're ready and everything, both things are cooked, you're going to add and combine both of these ingredients together. Can you smell how good that is?
I smell it over here.
And you're going to add to this mixture that we have now on the stove coconut milk. We generally like to use the powdered coconut milk. So if you're going to do the powdered, we'd say a whole pack, you possibly will need to add some more liquid to that. And you're going to blend it out. Remember, all of this is going to be pureed, so don't worry if it seems lumpy and the consistency is not smooth, because it's not going to stay like this. We would make this soup like every day. We have to remake a fresh batch daily, sometimes twice a day. You need to puree it in batches, because what's going to happen is it's going to shoot up and it can burn you if it's very hot. So either advisable to let your mixture cool and to puree it in sort of medium-sized, small to medium-sized batches. Do not fill up your blender to the top.
We always hold the... Yeah.
And hold it down.
And you start on the lowest.
Yeah, build in speed and make sure that you get out all the lumps and you have a really smooth consistency. So once we're back on the stove, you want to bring it back up to, a simmer, and you want to season. So you want to taste and add, I don't know, 2 teaspoons of salt. Salt is always something you want to have less, not more of, because if it's too salty, then you can't fix a dish. We also add to this sherry, fresh nutmeg or bottled nutmeg. Do it to taste. Don't just assume that you can just add as much as you want. It's pretty much done. This is just the finishing part of the recipe.
Good to go.
Yeah. So we're going to come back and plate up. We're going to plate up for you now. It smells good.
Smell that sherry?
Makes me remember those
Cafe
crazy
Bella.
lunches.
Yes. And there you have it. Cafe Bella's sherried pumpkin bisque with parmesan and chives.
We hope you'll enjoy it. It was certainly very popular when we served it.
So
Okay.
until next time, thank you.
Ciao.